Hello, Tony Wire. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I'm supposed to say at the end. So, welcome. I think I'm supposed to tell you welcome. Capitalism. Let us talk about capitalism, especially in Africa. Okay, it happens all over the world, but let us talk about capitalism in Africa. When are people going to realize that this system that we have decided to adopt is not working? A system that gathers wealth to a 1% of the total population, takes all the wealth, or places all the wealth, places all the wealth in a very small percentage of people. When are we going to realize that this is not the system? Okay. One day it's going to end. I'm very sure one day capitalism is going to end. People are going to come up who are going to realize this thing is not working, and they are going to have more spirit to solve it than the people who currently exist now. Capitalism does not work. There are people who will favor it. There are people, if you Google now the advantages of capitalism and how it helps people in inventing things, everything has an advantage. Everything in life has an advantage. Even death, the worst of everything, has its own advantages. So if you come to me with the advantages of capitalism, it's like coming to me with the advantages of letting mosquitoes bite you. There must be an advantage, even if it's one. There can be 1,000 disadvantages, but there can be one advantage of letting mosquitoes bite you. So everything has an advantage. If I say something is wrong, don't come to me with there are certain advantages in this and this and this certain advantage. If 99% of the people are complaining, it means this thing is not working. Regardless of any advantage that it can come up with, the most important thing that it does is it encourages innovation. It encourages people inventing things, which is good. But what's the purpose of inventing things if majority of the people cannot afford those things? And people are not going to feel happy on this earth if capitalism is the system that's going to remain in operation. Let me just say that. If capitalism is going to remain operating, then people are destined to be miserable. Have you ever tried to look at this thing from the view of someone who has never experienced what's going on? From the eyes of someone who doesn't know anything about us. Imagine someone coming and then looking and then realizing, oh, those people are dying of hunger. Oh, there is someone who has 3 trillion. One person has 3 trillion. What are you doing with 3 trillion? What are you doing with 1 billion? If you're one person, what are you doing with 1 billion? As much as you are innovative and what are you doing with that? There's someone, every time I see a mother carrying a child on her back, walking around trying to figure out what she's going to do so that she can at least afford food for that kid or those children. There are women who walk with 3 children, 2 on her arms and 1 on the back. And she comes to me and asks, do you have anything that I can do? Anything that I can do? So, and you pay me a little amount that you have so that I can buy food for my children. There are people who can even work for food. And that means if they don't work for that day, those kids are going hungry. That's something she has to do every day. I think human beings were supposed to feel. If you see something like that, you're supposed to feel it. You're supposed to feel it enough to fix it. The only thing that needs to happen is we need to figure out what works for people to be happy. What is it that we can do for people to be happy, and then do that regardless of any other thing, regardless of if it slows down invention, regardless of if it, okay, I wanted to say blow up the sun, but if you blow up the sun, we will remain with the darkness, and that's not good. So, okay, even if you can be happy in the dark, if we have to blow up the sun for people to attain happiness, that's not how it works. But if that is what it took for everyone to be happy, then do it. Let us not take something and then do it and then stick to it as if someone told us there is nothing else that can be done. This is the only thing that you can do. There are other systems that people can use so that we can attain a little bit of equality. If you went to school and you can look for a better job, if you are working, consider yourself happy. Consider yourself lucky, not even happy. Consider yourself lucky. People who are billionaires, they are not happy. I don't know why people are stuck with this thing. Rich people are the sickest people in this world. They have ulcers, they have cancers, they have I don't know what, they have stress, they have all the problems. So the rich person is there having problems, and the poor people is here having problems. They have different problems, but they still have both these people have problems. If you lived in the rural area, I think they do it even now. In the rural areas, people go to hunt as a community. When you go to hunt as a community, whatever animals you're going to catch, you're going to distribute among those people who went to hunt. Then everyone goes back to their family and everyone has meat to eat. Everyone who participated has a certain portion to show for it. That is something that's taking care of everyone. They don't go and start saying, oh, you're the one who caught it with your hand, or you're the one who killed it with your spear. Now you go with 90% of the meat. No. Priority is Africans' happiness. My point remains, capitalism does not work. It favors certain individuals. It favors a very small number of people. But a lot of people are suffering. And we are going to suffer until one day that we realize that this is the problem and fix it. And the sad thing is, it's going to take us a very long time. We are probably going to die when this system is still where people are still going with this system, saying there's no other thing to do. If you tell anyone now, capitalism does not work and we need to change our system, here's the thing. In future, it's going to change. And they are going to be happier. Those people are going to be happier. If capitalism has to remain, we have to find a way of redistributing that wealth that has been gathered there at the top. If you own a company and you earn millions and your employees earn thousands, we need to figure out, now that you are the one who's earning millions, what are you responsible for? If you don't want to be responsible, then leave. Let someone else come to that post and he'll be responsible for the thing you're supposed to be responsible. My point, capitalism does not work and we need to figure out something else that works. Whatever it is, whatever will make everyone happy, we need to do that. Whether it is an economic system or it is not. How we can feed everyone, how every child can go to school, boy and girl, how everything can go smooth. If you want more, then go look for more. But the basic things, everyone should be able to afford the basic things. This is not something that God came and told people, now you have to do capitalism. No. Selfish people invented capitalism and they are the ones who marketed it. When we were born, we found that is the system that was going on. And people have a certain relationship with change. People have a very weird relationship with change. This is just something that someone came and did. It's just something that someone came up with. Someone. Not even a whole community. Just someone. And he was driven by selfish interests. The human intelligence, our intelligence is not as big as we think. Our intelligence is not where we think it is. Our intelligence is still very low. Our thinking is still very, very low. We think we know things because we are intelligent and we can build computers and we can build phones and we can build Wi-Fi, and now I can talk about this thing and you can see it wherever you are. But our intelligence is still very low. Telling people to think is a very hard thing to do. But without thinking, you cannot do anything without thinking. If you know something, it means you have a problem. If you are in a house where there is a leak and you ignore it, it's not going to go away because you ignore it. It's going to keep leaking. And capitalism is leaking. And it needs to be fixed. If the people in Europe and the US and China, if they want to do capitalism, let them do it. But in Africa, we need to figure out something that helps us as Africans, because we are not where we're supposed to be. So let us think as Africans. Let us not think as, oh, if we do this, how we will deal with it. No. Let us think as what is going to favor us as Africans. One day, capitalism is going to end because it does not favor everyone. And there's a generation that's going to see things as they are, and they are going to fix them. And they are going to enjoy life. And when they die, they are going to be happy people. So why can't we be those people? Why can't we be those people who are going to change things? Why can't we be the one who changes? Or why can't we be the people who make changes? Why can't it be us? Like independence. Like independence and slavery. Independence is, we were colonized for 500 years. 500 years. And then people eventually decided to fight. So imagine the person who was in the 400th year. They didn't enjoy life. As much as we didn't enjoy life after independence, we are way better than they were. So there are people who are going to be way better than we are. Why can't we be those people now? Instead of taking 50 years to fix this, why can't we fix it now and be the people who fixed it? So that those people just come and enjoy what we fixed. That we should start looking at problems and figuring what you're dealing with. If you see what you're dealing with, you can solve it. This idea of people ignoring it because it cannot be fixed. Who said it cannot be fixed? It's just something that's on our minds. It's not something that cannot be fixed. Capitalism is not something that has been sticked or glued in the air. You have to breathe it like oxygen. No, it's just something that capitalism does not exist. It's just something that people do. It's like capitalism is like walking towards one direction. And you can always change direction. Anytime you want, you can change any direction. You can go down, you can go up, you can go southwest, you can go southwest, you can go northeast, you can go east-west, you can go anywhere. So let us not do something because people did it. Now we have to do it too. And it is not working clearly. We need to fix our problems. We need to figure out what helps everyone and do it. If it does not help everyone, if it helps even if it helps 70% of the people, if anything helps 70% of the people and there are 30% who are suffering, it's not a good thing. If it helps 90% of the people and 10% of the people are suffering, it's not a good thing. It needs to be 100%. Other than that, no compromise. We need to be those people who think like that. Instead of just doing things and then people are going to come and fix it and take all the credit. Let us be the ones who take the credit. Let us be the generation that takes the credit. Because we are already the generation that's suffering. Why can't we just fix it now? Because we are suffering. Me, I don't want to suffer until the day I die. I want to be happy and I want to see happiness around me. I want to see women happy, children happy, men happy. And we are going to get that. We are going to get there. It's not about nye. We're going to get there. Thanks for listening to my ramblings and think about it. Think about any other system that can help everyone, can help you and everyone else. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And stay happy. And love yourself. As an African, love yourself. Black man, black woman, and black child. God loves you. And I love you. And I want happiness for you. See you next time.